I told you guys like a deep secret that I'm deeply ashamed of that has literally haunted me for decades. And I won't go too deep into it, but I have a very deep fear of flying. Travel plans with my family, like having to go on business trips, me picking driving really long distances over having to get on a 1 hour flight. Like it has affected me since the age of like 2021. So for 20 years, like this, and there's deep shame and guilt and all these things around it. And I raised my hand and it was kind of like, okay, I'm just going to volunteer to do this like healing process. And the thing is in the past, when I've done other types of healing, it kind of re-traumatizes you in a way because you bring it up, you talk about it. Right. And this process was so beautiful because it was like, we're working on a subconscious plane. Like, so we have this like 2% of our brain that is conscious. And then, or at least the way Nico described it, the 98% of it that is subconscious. We don't need to bring it up and talk through it and re-traumatize and do all these things because now we're talking to the subconscious mind. And when I ran that process and he said, throw it as far back as you can and stick it to the wall. And all of a sudden he's like, try to bring it back, try to bring back that fear. And it was no longer present in my field. Like my subconscious was literally removed it, extract it, and it was gone. So, and now you and I haven't spoken very much since, but like I got on a flight the next week.
Oh, you did?
I did. Yes.
How did that go? It was
amazing.
Oh my gosh.
It was amazing. And I'm not going to say that it is 100% gone because I think that there are still subconscious parts of me that still identify with that. And that's something I still have to work through. But I have to tell you, so my husband and I were going on a trip, just the two of us to just reconnect, the retreat, that was a lot of work. Right. Yeah. And so it was just him and I without the kids. We were going to New Orleans and we get to the airport and usually I'm like, the anxiety would start at least a day beforehand. I'm, usually always like, we have to get to the airport 2 hours before. Like I have this huge regimen where I'm like, to feel safe, I have to do X, Y, Z. And we're at the airport. We're only there an hour before the flight. And he turns to me and goes, how are you feeling? And I know that it came out of like a place of like concern and care. And then I was like, oh, all of a sudden it struck me that I should be having anxiety and I wasn't.
Really powerful. Yeah. And you were okay on the plane?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It was crazy. I mean, I don't really remember taking off or landing. Like I just fell asleep. Like,
okay.
Yeah. Like your body is like at ease to fall asleep. I would never fall asleep. I remember taking a 16-hour flight to Dubai and I didn't sleep at all because I was so nervous. I couldn't rest. I couldn't close my eyes. Right. Yeah. It's that sense of having to have control over everything.
Right.
Which you don't, but
I know, right. Yeah. But the perception is that you have some control, but your nervous system was then finally feeling safe enough that it can just fall asleep or relax or Wow. That's impressive.
Yeah. So I don't know. We're flying again tomorrow.
Okay.
So, again, I think to me, just continuing to be conscientious and on this, like I'm sitting here talking about flying. If anybody used to mention flying to me, I used to almost get like anxiety and have like a panic attack. And here we are talking about my like previous year of flying and I can openly talk about it and be like, I'm getting on a flight tomorrow and like not have it affect me emotionally, if that makes sense.